Hey everyone! Today on the show we're going to be talking about roids. Polaroids. Intro! So, Polaroid cameras have experienced a resurgence in popularity over the last few years. Now, what happened is that the Polaroid company, the company who had invented the Polaroid camera and the instant film process it uses, actually stopped making the film in 2008 and filed for bankruptcy. But some people who were really into Polaroid and thought they could do it acquired some of the old machinery from Polaroid when this happened, and they made it their mission to bring back Polaroid film from the dead. And it actually worked, and they called their company the Impossible Project because everyone told them that what they were going to try to do was impossible. But it wasn't, and it worked, and they actually did bring back Polaroid film. The Impossible Project recently changed its name to Polaroid Originals. I think what they did was, I think they might have licensed the name Polaroid as to not confuse people, because only people who were kind of in the know knew what the hell the Impossible Project even meant. So that's my theory, anyway. So there are many different kinds of instant film, and I'm going to kind of go through some of the popular ones that you can actually still use. I'm not really going to talk so much about the ones that are extinct now. But this is a 600 film camera. I have several 600 film cameras here with me. So the most common type you'll probably run into is the 600. And this one here is the one step. But basically, there's the 600 film, there's the SX70s, and then there is the Spectra. Now, Fujifilm was making peel-apart film, which you could use in the older Polaroid cameras. Unfortunately, Fujifilm stopped making it. So, kind of seeing a trend here. I haven't heard anything as far as either Impossible Project, or I guess now they're called Polaroid Originals or whatever. I haven't heard anything about them taking up the peel-apart film as part of their line, but I would really like it if they did, because I have several cameras that use the peel-apart film, and now I can't use them. I did manage to get one box of peel-apart film, so I did test one of my cameras, and I'll probably end up putting another review on that. But for the first episode of my Polaroid series, I wanted to focus on the 600 cameras, but I also wanted to do kind of an overview. So there's also those tiny little wallet-sized Polaroids are not Polaroid at all. They're actually these ones. They're actually Instax. They're made by Fuji, the same people who were making the peel-apart film for a while. They still make these. These are extremely popular, the little Instax film. But it's technically not Polaroid. It is instant film, though. Impossible Project, also known as Polaroid Originals, has come out with new Polaroid cameras, which is crazy that there are new Polaroid cameras. They're very expensive. I'd much rather use the vintage ones that you can still find. So you have the 600 series cameras that take the 600 film. You have the SX70s that take the SX70 film. You have the Spectras that take the Spectra film. Those are it for the big Polaroids. You also have the Fujifilm Instax, and then the older Polaroid cameras, which use the peel-apart film, which unfortunately you can't get anymore, as of right now anyway, as of early 2018. So this first episode of my Polaroid series, I wanted to focus on the 600 cameras. This one is the Polaroid Spirit. It has the little rainbow that they used to use kind of as their trademark that Instagram stole. I haven't actually used this one. It doesn't have a built-in flash, that's the main reason why, but you can add one of those old-timey bar flashes on here, so if I really wanted to, I could buy one of those off of eBay and use it. This is the Polaroid Impulse, and it's got this weird little doop, doop. So this is, if RoboCop were to use a camera, I think this would be the camera that RoboCop would use. Not the remake RoboCop, the original RoboCop. And this one is... What the fuck is this one? This one is the Polaroid One Stop Express 600. So you can get a lot of different kinds of film from Polaroid Originals, formerly known as Impossible Project. I chose to get black and white film because I had actually never shot with Polaroid black and white film ever, and I really wanted to try it out and thought it would be fun, and it was fun. The original 600 film packs had 10 shots, but the Impossible Project, now known as Polaroid Originals, sorry, comes with 8 shots. So I don't really know why. Something to do with science. Maybe if we could get some scientists to explain the science of it, we would have our science knowledge scientifically scientated through Scientology. So I wanted to show a few pictures that I had taken. This is a picture I took of my amazing girlfriend, who is wonderful and amazing. This is another picture I took of my amazing girlfriend, who is wonderful and amazing. And her face was slightly out of focus, and I think it's because I didn't have the little close-up filter engaged, which kind of helps. It doesn't help as much as I would hope that it would, but it does help a little bit. Here's another picture of my amazing girlfriend with some lens flare from the sun, which I thought was kind of cool. Here's a picture of me taken by my amazing girlfriend, and I'm wearing my favorite jacket. And I really like the contrast in this one because it was nighttime, so the background is completely black, but you can see the street lights, and it kind of gives like a weird, interesting sort of background effect, and I like that. I would advise against using expired Polaroid film. If you have some, go ahead and use it, but as far as buying it off of eBay, it doesn't quite work the same way as using other expired films, like expired 35mm film, which a lot of people are into. It can give you some interesting effects as far as the chemicals and stuff. And I showed on my Holga episode some of the interesting effects that I had gotten from using expired 120 film. Polaroid film is a bit different. It doesn't work very good after it is expired, at least not as far as a couple years expired. This is an image that I took with some expired Polaroid film. As you can see, there is still an image in the center, but the tops here, there is no image. And honestly, like, some of it, sometimes you'll get an image, sometimes you won't. Sometimes it'll just be a bunch of smeary chemicals. So as far as buying expired Polaroid film, I would just not. But if you have some, you can use it, even if it's just to test out the camera. The weird thing about Polaroid film and Polaroid cameras is that the batteries are actually in the film cartridge. They're right here on the bottom. So if you go to a thrift store and you're looking for Polaroid cameras, you might want to bring a cartridge with you that has been used, and then just have like one piece of film in there just so that you can insert it. The batteries will power up the camera, and you can actually see if the eject mechanism works, and the rollers, and the shutter, and the flash, because it won't operate without the batteries. Here's another picture of me taken with expired Polaroid film. Again, it's kind of an interesting effect, but at the same time, I'm glad I didn't pay for it. I'm glad I had this film from years and years ago just sitting around, you know, in a drawer. I thought it might be fun to shoot an expired picture right now. I'm going to show you. I'm going to shoot an expired picture with expired Polaroid film. You can hear it powering up. Right here, there's the little close-up filter. I don't know if you can see that. And you just kind of slide it like that. And when you do, hang on, let me see if I can get this so you can see it. There's a little close-up filter that slides in place. And it gives you sort of a scale. It says, it's in meters, so I have no idea. But there's a smiley face, and I plan on smiling in the picture. So I'm pretty sure I have to have it set to the smiley face. Alright, so here we go. We're going to do this. This is going to happen. This is taking place. Okay, you ready? You ready? Okay, so nothing came out. Holy shit, what the fuck? Okay, so it came out 2 of them. So that was pretty weird. So 2 of them came out. And again, this is the expired. There's probably not going to be any image on this one because it was underneath this one. But this one might have Maybe it'll have like half my chin or something. I don't know. Again, shooting with expired Polaroid film, it's... So that's pretty much the 600 cameras. I hope to do future episodes in which I cover shooting with the SX70, the Spectra, and even the peel apart, because I have one camera that I was able to use the peel apart with when I got it, because I got it right before it went bye-bye. No more peel apart film. Thanks, Fuji. Thanks a bunch. What the hell? What the hell, Fuji? What's wrong with you? Yeah. So, be sure to find me on the internets. I'm all over the damn internets. I'm on the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebooks, all over the damn internets. And yeah, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.